This is a tornado crossing Interstate 80 in Nebraska.
This is a large and destructive tornado.
And look at what's out in front of this. Look at what's getting lofted up right now.
Oh, it just hit something!
Iowa and Nebraska getting the brunt of the severe storms as the powerful twisters obliterate homes and farms, leaving thousands without power.
It appears that many houses are flattened and many houses also have significant damage.
They are reporting Omaha, Nebraska may have just seen one of the strongest tornadoes in U.S. history.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I just got hit by a tornado. What you see behind me is what's left of the shop. We had an EF3 tornado come directly through Omaha, right over the top of my house, and pretty much destroyed everything in its path. But before we kind of jump into that and show you everything that happened, I do want to let you guys know that we're doing a fundraiser. Beefcake Jerky is going to raise a bunch of money for the victims of the tornado, and none of it's going to come to us, by the way, although we have a bunch of damage. There's people that had it far worse than us. I mean, people had their houses completely leveled, their businesses taken out. I mean, what you see behind me is honestly minor in compared to what other people have experienced. And so we want to raise as much money as we possibly can to donate to the victims. And so what we're doing is we came out with this shirt. It's a Beefcake Jerky shirt in Husker red with the Nebraska state outline, as well as 2 free bags of jerky. So Beefcake Jerky is going to throw in 2 free bags, so you guys get 2 bags of jerky, 1 pork, 1 beef, and the shirt. It'll be linked down in the description down below, and all profits, all proceeds from the purchases will all go to the victims. We'll let you guys know how much we raise and where the money's going. We'll be 100% transparent with you guys. And if you guys don't want a shirt and jerky, but you still want to help out, I've also got a GoFundMe that I started down below. As much money as we could possibly raise, the better. I mean, you're talking about people that lost literally everything, you know, from this tornado. So whether it's $1, $5, $10, whatever it might be, it all helps. I know you guys, you know, I'm hoping you guys will step up and really help. And I'll kick it off. I'll throw the first $1,000 at the GoFundMe to get the ball rolling. But I know you guys are going to step up to the plate and really show, you know, your true colors. You know, I feel like I've got, you know, the greatest, you know, subscriber base on the planet. And if there's any time that I'm going to ask you guys for something, it's now. This would be the time when if you guys have the means to step up, I would really, really appreciate it. And if you don't have the means to step up, totally understand. I'm going to donate all the proceeds from this video, all the money I'm going to make from this, from like posting this video through YouTube. I'll donate all of that money as well. And so if you just want to watch this video a couple times, maybe send it to a couple friends, send it to a couple family members, tell them. I mean, every little bit counts. It's not a ton, but if you guys want to watch this video a few times, just replay it. You know, if it starts rolling ads, just go through the ads. That way it costs you guys nothing. I'll take the money and be able to donate to the families as well. My goal is to raise as much money as possible. Like I said, I'll be fully transparent on how much we raise and where it's going. So I just want to let you guys know all the information for all that will be linked down in the description down below. That's kind of the plan. We want to help people out here that honestly lost everything. Like I said, behind me, it looks terrible, but I'll consider myself lucky on this. So the story with the tornado, you might be thinking, Flair, what was it like, you know, to live through a tornado? To be honest, I actually don't know. I wasn't here when the tornado hit. I was actually at the hospital. So back up a couple days from when the tornado hit, I get a call from Macy, my wife. She calls me. She's pregnant, by the way, and gives me a call and says, hey, the doctor said we need to take the baby today. I need you to come to the hospital. So left filming and went straight to the hospital, delivered our baby, and she went directly to the NICU. If you guys don't know what that is, it's an area for babies to have assisted with, you know, breathing or feeding or nutrients and IV, stuff like that. And the baby was 4 weeks early, so premature, and so the baby needed some help, you know, to you know, keep going and grow, you know, where the baby would have kept going in Macy, has to do that in the NICU. So baby goes directly to the NICU. That means Macy and I are staying at the NICU, and that means we're staying there all day, all night. We're sleeping there. We haven't left the hospital at this point. And so Macy's parents took Brooklyn, our other daughter, and was watching her, and they were actually staying at our house. And so they were here, and Jake was also here. So Jake was here because at that point I'd been in the hospital for 3 or 4 days, 3 or 4 nights. We haven't left, and you know, I was like, maybe I could sneak away for a couple hours on Saturday morning and do a little fishing. So Jake came to the shop. He rigged up the boat. He rigged up the tackle. I wanted to just to get some fresh air and maybe make videos for you guys. So Jake was here when the tornado hit, so was Macy's parents and Brooklyn. And so we kind of knew the storm was coming. We were watching on the radar while we were sitting in the NICU in the hospital. And, you know, I joked with Jake. I was like, you know, tornadoes never actually hit us, right? Like, you always hear about that. You always see it in movies. It'll never actually happen to us. And I joked and I said, you know, if it gets western out there, just hop in the skid loader. I mean, that's got to be the safest thing on the planet, right? And so the skid loader was in the shop. And that was kind of his plan. You know, again, I'm not expecting a whole lot. So time goes on. We're watching the radar. The tornado is currently ripping through Elkhorn, which is kind of, you know, west side of Omaha. And I'm getting texts from people saying houses are leveled. They're completely gone. So I'm really watching. I'm like, man, if this stays on the trajectory to come towards our house, I think we're going to get hit. And so when I saw on the radar, they had a debris field. Okay, you could actually see the actual tornado, the circle of the tornado, on the radar. It was a mile away from my house. I called Jake and I said, you need to get inside. I think we're actually going to get hit by this tornado. So as you can see here, he goes back inside the house. They end up going down in the basement into the hidden gun room. Thankfully, we built that, which is a concrete structure, you know, pretty safe. And a few minutes later, the tornado hits. I have security camera footage. Unfortunately, we lost power, so we don't actually get to see the footage of the tornado hit. But I mean, as you can see here, there's furniture getting thrown around. I mean, everything's starting to get a little bit crazy, and then the power cuts, so we don't actually have any of that footage. And again, I'm at the hospital, so I don't really understand how bad it is. I'm just watching it on the news, but I have no communication with anybody. All I knew is that Jake and Macy's parents in Brooklyn were in the gun bunker, which, you know, to me is probably the safest spot for them. So anyways, the tornado hits. As it's hitting, Jake described it and said that the door kept trying to swing open, so they're literally holding the door shut as the tornado is coming through, and just, you know, they can hear glass breaking, and they didn't know the extent of it. So tornado passes, they try to get out, and they can't get out. They said the door's shut, it's locked, and it won't open, and which doesn't make sense. We designed it so you can't lock yourself in there for safety purposes, and they can't open it. So I called Nate, Brad the Builder's son, who's the neighbor. He comes over. Turns out a big piece of furniture actually slid and slammed against the bookcase and barricaded them in there. So thankfully he was able to get them out of there. At that point, we were able to communicate with them, confirm everybody was safe, and I started getting, you know, photos and videos from everybody. And actually the first one I got was this one from Brad. This is POV from his house of my shop. And at that point, I knew we actually got hit by the tornado. Again, I'm watching it on the news. You don't really think it's going to happen to you, and it did. And at that point, you know, my heart just sank. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, we actually got hit by the tornado, and how bad is it? So I'm calling Jake. Macy's calling her parents, and they're walking through the house, and thankfully, the house didn't get hit terribly. You know, we've got broken windows, broken sliders, things missing off the roof, the garage doors collapsed, all the furniture off the decks went flying, you know, broke the railing, the pergola by the pool is gone, but, you know, the actual structure of the home is still intact. So it seems like, you know, the brunt of it got taken up by the shop, and as you can see behind me, that is the case. So as soon as I could, I left the hospital. I came up here to assess the damage. We ended up getting up on the roof, putting up, you know, tarps and boarding up windows, doing what we can to, prevent, you know, any more damage from happening in case we get it rained on. I went back to the hospital. I spent the night there, and then what you guys are about to see is that next morning of me coming back to officially assess the damage that was occurred on the property. And as I was getting reached out to by literally hundreds of people, they wanted to come out and help pick up. So that's what you guys are going to see as well, is just our raw reaction of seeing the total destruction and starting to chip away at getting everything cleaned up. So with that being said, enjoy today's video. All right, fellas, this is day one of assessing damage and cleanup. We're starting at the haunted house. So the tornado actually came right, so look at that, hang on the power line. It came right straight over the top. Looks like it threw this tree. Oh yeah, that glass door is smashed. There's trees on the roof. Window. Honestly, the fact that the 130 years old is still standing is kind of impressive.
Some roof damage,
but
a couple broken
windows broke here. This girl didn't make it as far as I expected, honestly, but windows broke. The roof is pretty much toast. But the fact that this thing's not leveled is
very impressive.
Honestly, pretty impressive, because as we come around the corner, you see the tops of those trees. The tornado sucked them off. The tornado's literally right here. Like, that's just, oh, rip the mailbox. Only one of them made it. The other one's gone.
Rip.
Dang, dude, I definitely didn't get my mail yesterday either. To figure out what got lost in that, I have no idea. But yeah, I mean, this, honestly, this did pretty good. This isn't that bad. Oh, this door's, I didn't realize this is broken.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, the amount of glass. Wait till I show you guys my house, dude. The amount of glass. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of that. We still don't have power. This is where all the power lines are, so hopefully it gets fixed later. But like, dude, isn't it just weird how it takes the tops of the trees off? Like, it's not like when wind comes and knocks trees down, that's one thing. It literally
Rips them off.
Sucks the tops of the trees off. So we do have a down power line here, so we have to be a little careful.
Yeah.
But if you remember, there's a 2-car garage here. Well, I should say there was, but this is where it was. I'm standing inside the 2-car garage right here. It's gone. Like, I don't even see, I mean, there's like a shingle.
There's one wall of it right there.
Oh yeah, here's a wall here. Oh, there's a cat. Oh, that was a black cat. She
What,
took
really?
off. She made it. Look at that. That's pretty crazy. The cat made it. So yeah, this is where the 2-car garage was, and it is no longer here. So, I mean, there's junk that was stored here. We got bikes, we got trees, but yeah, the power line is at the power pole right there. I mean, look at the insulation in the top of that tree. That's pretty nuts. So it pretty much came straight here, sucked this thing off. Surprisingly, it looks like the big shed is actually in decent shape. So remember, we fought the wasps at one point. There were some in here, and then there were some in the 3-sided building, is what we call it. 3-sided building, not fair as well as this one, but this one actually, I'm really shocked.
Yeah, not bad.
The condition of this one. Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah, a couple trusses broken.
Dude, considering this thing's equally probably as old,
Yeah.
I mean, that door's just non-existent anymore, but I think we could fix this.
Yeah.
We could definitely fix this.
We can patch this up.
There was a door here. Like, this was solid. There it is.
There it is.
Banjo found
I
it.
didn't make it too far.
Banjo found the door.
She's leaning a little.
Yeah. And then the 3-sided building did not do as hot. Dude, just like the amount of tree work that we're gonna have to do.
We used to drive through that.
Like, there's just tree. Yeah, this is the road that comes down. Look at that. I mean, it just got shredded. So over here, we still have the jet kayak. Jet kayaks made it. How did this thing make it?
This thing weighs nothing.
Well, it's full of water. Maybe that helped a little bit.
Probably did.
Wow, this is crazy, dude. Like, the amount of trees that are missing right here now.
Yeah.
Like, this used to be all just canopy. I don't remember this dent here, do you?
No, that's new.
This is new, right?
Yeah.
That's 100% new.
Yeah, something landed on that.
Something smacked it. Banjo pulled the plug. So here is where some significant damage was caused. This building, unfortunately, faced south, which is the direction pretty much that the tornado came. It came from the southwest. This is where remember the Wasp building? I'll roll some clips. Let the games begin. Fire in the hole, boys! Put it out, it's on fire. No, it's on fire. Yeah, this is this building, and it's not here anymore. I mean,
we spent a lot of time.
I was gonna say, dude, I spent a lot of time. What do you got?
Cat made it.
Thank God, I was super concerned. Yeah, this,
We spent
This is unfortunate because, yeah, we did really have this thing tuned up. This is where we kept all the farm stuff. I mean, you can see it's everywhere. Like, how do you even, like, where do you even start?
I don't know.
How do you pick this up?
I don't know.
Where do you start with this stuff? Like, there's a fish feeder here. This had racks in it.
Yeah.
All the bones that we found. I mean, there's just a tiller. I mean, this is just crazy, dude. And then it's over there. Kind of hard to see now, but the trees are filled with this. So it picked up the whole thing and went, whew. And now, where we were gonna do deer hunting, there's just stuff everywhere. And most of the trees actually got topped, which is honestly one of the more unfortunate things that happened during this because, you know, money can't fix that. You can't, I mean, you probably could, but you can't really plant big, mature trees. They're gone. All the deer hunting ground we had is gone. That's what's unfortunate, because you can't really do much about it. But so the path of the tornado, it came right here and blew straight through all these trees that you see. They're all topped. They all have debris in them from this shop. And then the main cause of the damage was the actual shop. So we'll see you guys down there. All right, well, a bunch of people just showed up to help us. So huge shout out to those guys. But this is what the shop looks like. Yeah, not in the best condition. Gooseneck caught a good amount of it. So yeah, it's gonna be tough to get her out. But utility trailer's here. That's here. Mini excavator actually looks fine.
No broken windows on the
nothing broke. But I mean, yeah, like there's literally a chunk of it right there on the side. But yeah, I'll show you kind of inside. We're basically trying to get some of the tools, stuff that we have easy access to, out, and then we're gonna have to take probably the excavator and start peeling this thing back. But it unfortunately, we thought this was gonna be a safe structure, so we parked 3 vehicles in here, and then the entire thing collapsed on them. So there's actually a car and 2 pickups that are in here, both boats. The skid loader's in here. Yeah, I mean, this isn't good. Not the white Ram, dude.
I know. I parked in here about 5 minutes before this happened. get rough.
This is crazy, dude. Like, I've never seen anything like this. Like, there's just this. I saw one of these propane tanks is like way in the woods, like just literally launching projectiles. This is just. I don't know what you do. I mean, yeah, you got to take it all apart and rebuild it, but like, where do you start? I mean, I will say the loft.
Yeah.
Well built. I'll give them that. The shop was pretty well built. I mean, none of the rods are damaged. So that's good. These suckers. Shout out to Leverack because they freaking.
Yeah, they're still standing.
They're totally fine. They're even fine on the other side, which is pretty surprising. But yeah, I think the boats have seen better days.
Yeah.
They don't look. I mean, this is my radiant tube heating.
Yeah, that's crazy.
On top
From
of
the ceiling.
on top of the boat that we just installed like 3 months ago. That's what like we literally just got everything done. Like I put in a new toilet.
Like
I only got to poop in it once.
Yeah, I never.
Now it's gone.
Yeah, I didn't even poop in it.
So I mean, like our cleaning station, but I mean, yeah, the loft actually held up pretty good. It's kind of hard to figure out how to get to, but believe it or not, there's 3 vehicles back here.
Yeah.
I don't know what do you even do? How do you get to them? How do you start? We did shut off the propane.
Yeah.
So nobody should get blown up, but just look. There's a truck here.
Yep,
there's a truck on the other side, and there's a car on the other side.
And a skid loader.
And a skid loader.
And 4 deer blinds.
And a side-by-side. Oh, and 4 deer blinds.
And 4 deer blinds.
You guys know the 4 deer blinds that were sitting out front that we were super excited to install? Gone. Absolutely gone. Wow. This is pretty nuts, dude. I didn't really expect to have to rebuild a shop.
You keep saying this wasn't on my bingo card.
What else wasn't on my bingo card? Putting a plane in the lake. I mean, I got lots of bingo card things happening right now, and this was definitely not one of them. I mean, the stairs to the loft are still doing all right. A ton of valuable stuff up there. A lot of it was kind of down here, but yeah, this is rough. All right, I'm gonna check the other side. So over here, this actually side doesn't look as bad. This porch is in pretty good. Oh, it is a little wonky.
Yeah,
if you look
she's
at the
sagging
roof.
a little bit.
But here's what's crazy. Where I'm standing, right here, this is where the Ducks trailer was, okay? Now you might be wondering, Flair, where's the Ducks trailer then? It is in the woods, completely in the, like, it picked up from here. It missed this.
I think it went through the top of the building.
It got picked up and went, whoom, and blasted through the building, over the top, and then landed in the woods.
Cleared your whole driveway on the other side.
I'm gonna have to look through my security camera footage, but if I get that footage, that's gonna be wild.
Yeah.
Like, and it was loaded with decoys, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna have to, it'll be a scavenger hunt for the next 6 years.
Trying to find all
You can find all the decoys in the woods. Like, you imagine the Ducks trailer just,
Like,
but it missed this, which tells me it literally got picked up and then shot.
that's insane.
And we don't have a
picked
single
up and
duck
shot.
decoy now. All our blinds.
We have no decoys. We got no blinds. I don't have an enclosed trailer anymore.
All your heaters are in there.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness you don't keep all your pews in here anymore.
That is true.
Like the old shop.
Yes, all the pews are safe in the pew room. That's actually what kept everybody safe during the event, which that thing came in handy. But yeah, shop it's not looking too hot. Pretty much, I think that's what happened is the Ducks trailer probably started the old domino effect, launched it through the building, and then everything just collapsed. Nuts. Yeah, I've never. I mean, you see tornadoes online and on the news. I've never been a part of it. Certainly never my own property. Just seeing what it can do is pretty nuts. So, anyways, the shop is completely toast. The other thing that's toast that we got to figure out today is the animals. Yeah, all their barns are gone. Oh, the rabbits got out. Oh, they're mobile, dude. Look at Deb's building.
Oh my gosh.
Deb's house is gone,
That's a rabbit house too.
We caught Theo last night, but the rest of them we couldn't get to. Dude, this is crazy. Oh yeah. See, I mean, they're probably not gonna leave, I wouldn't think. But so, if you're curious, Deb's house was back here, and now it's over here. Remember that nice rabbit hutch we built? She gone. Top's gone. So yeah, we caught Big Theodore. We think he's thinking, Theo, that probably was the wildest you've ever seen, Theo.
Theo was probably so
Theo.
confused.
Was that just the craziest thing you've ever been a part of, buddy? I mean, the rabbit hutch is in the pig pen. Like this.
And the pig house is over
Yeah, so
yonder.
Deb's house is right here. It's over there. There's one rabbit hutch. Dude, this is just nuts. You gonna go catch them, Banjo?
Get him, Banjo.
You just let them be for a bit. We'll catch them. The thing is, they're not, as long as they don't get eaten, they're not gonna leave. I mean, they know this is where they're supposed to be, but Deb, that was probably the wild. Can you imagine Deb? You know Deb was honk shoeing, dude. She's passed out, all of a sudden.
You know, Deb got the snaggletooth out. You see
Deb!
what she's got going on right now?
Come here, Deb. How was it, Deb? Was that just was that the craziest thing you've ever been a part of? I know for a fact she was in her house.
And it just...
Whoa! She gone.
That's crazy.
Dude, the chicken coop actually looks like it's in good shape. That's pretty surprising. amazing. Wow. I mean, it's a little dense, but so is the Duck's trailer full of decoys. So, yeah. I mean, my perspective of what's heavy and won't get yeeted is a little skewed. I mean, yeah, we've got trees in the way. I mean, there's Brad's greenhouse. In case you're curious, Brad's house, almost totally fine. He had a couple broken windows. If that's not a testament, his house building in my house, you'll see in a little bit, pretty much it is fine, you know, minor things, but his house is pretty much fine. Like, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, almost all of our neighbors don't have roofs right
Like
now.
the fact that the shop is what it is, but the houses are fine.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, the chicken coop's like ready to go, dude.
Oh, there's another rabbit back there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's 2 right here.
Rabbits?
Yeah.
Hey, all the baby goats are still in there.
So the baby goats look like they're okay. Their little makeshift barns we made are not, but they're still, it looks like they're, I don't think we lost anything. But yeah, they had a hay feeder, which is over there now. All their barns are gone. Dude, look at the trees right here. Holy cow.
God.
Holy cow.
On your nice fence.
Hey, I'm glad we did cattle panels. We can replace that pretty, oh, we can't, look at that. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Look at that barn. Oh, there's a goat in the chicken coop. A big goat in the chicken coop. How in the hell? Huh? Hey, no, Jimmy's gonna knock. Son of a.
Jimmy's out on pasture.
Jimmy's gonna knock her up. We better go get her. What part of a tornado made her do that? I don't think those two go together.
Think it tossed her over?
I don't think yeah, unless she got yeeted.
Wow.
She might have. Rick, was that not the craziest thing you've ever been a part of, buddy? Rick, where the hell are your barns? Where are you gonna sleep tonight, Rick? Dude, we already lost one of these barns. We didn't lose, but we had straight line winds, not a tornado. Straight line winds come through the old house, and we saved it. I don't think we're saving it now.
How did the trailers
The trailers, that's a unit, dude. You know what? You've been through some stuff. I'll let you rub it out. Go ahead, scratch your horn. I know you've been through some stuff, buddy. I think everybody's safe. Everybody's at Ralph's out on pasture. Better get the goat before that. Hey, calm down, buddy. Wow, dude. I don't even know where you begin.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know. We gotta get her before Jimmy knocks her up again. Hey, mama. Come on, mama. I wonder. Yeah, I mean the barn's laying on this fence now. We gotta fix that. Well, why'd you come on this side?
It's muddy.
And it's really muddy. Jimmy, don't do anything I wouldn't do with those nuts, Jimmy.
Hey.
We couldn't have gotten lucky and that guy got taken off too. What the heck? Mommy. All right, whatever. If Jimmy gets it in, Jimmy gets it in. But barns are gone.
Ralph's coming.
We better get out of the way. He might be a little frisky. Looks like we got more fence down over there. Stay tuned. Yeah, we did have a nice fence at one point.
You had a real nice fence. Broken.
I mean, luckily, this would be easy because it's a cattle panel, but see, there's more. Ralph, that had to have been the wildest thing you've ever seen, buddy. What happened?
Did you get blown away, Ralph?
Was that crazy? You just laid down. That tornado didn't stand a chance with you. I know, it would have been crazy to have like cameras out everywhere on this. Like just what happened when? Did any animals get airborne? I mean, I'm curious. Because, like, the Ducks trailer made it 400 yards. You would surely think Dale could have made it a few feet, you know?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, dude. Other than we're going to have a whole summer's worth of picking up to do, huh? See, I see Carlos. I'm like, I haven't seen anybody, or I haven't looked for somebody that I haven't been able to find. I really do think all the animals are
Carol's
fine.
way down there.
Carol's good. The donkeys are good. Ralph's good. They still got hay, which is important. It looks like there's some more trees that are down there. But the fact that all the animals are here tells me there's probably not any crazy big holes in the fence. So, I mean, as far as like so basically what happened is last night we didn't film nothing. We were focused on just getting the roof fixed and animals put together. And so we basically got to where only thing that was just mobile would have been the rabbits because they were a little tough to find. But everything else we were able to kind of confine. But I mean, yeah, I just realized that whole back fence is done, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holy cow, dude. That entire back fence. We just put the fence in, Ralph. We just did it. Well, luckily animals are alive. Nobody got hurt. Besides the chicken coop, there's not a structure in sight. I mean,
those barns are gone.
There's not a structure in sight. Pretty wild. But last but not least, we've got the house to show you guys. Thankfully, it didn't take on a ton of damage, but it still took a hit. So we'll see you up there. All right, boys, we're at the house. So, like I said, super thankful on this that we didn't lose. I mean, the whole house. Look where the shop is. Lucky.
It must have went through.
So,
like the way the trees look over here.
Yeah,
it must have went through your front yard.
I think it went through the front yard. I mean, so lucky. I mean, we're literally missing a couple pieces of wood, some siding. One of the garage doors did get sucked in. This one here, which we came in last night, we boarded it up. Jake went up on the roof last night and got that fixed because there's water coming through the ceiling. But yeah, this thing literally just went and sucked into the house. As soon as the wind came in, the wind went in the garage and it took this, I'll show you, this window. This is like the force. So I was actually talking to my neighbor too, this is another fun thing. He was in a cellar. He didn't have like a, maybe he has a basement, but like a cellar with like canned goods. Yeah. He says he was sitting there and it goes ting, 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 ting.
The low pressure change.
All the cans started popping.
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Weird. You think like a tornado is pushing wind, but it's sucking wind, so it pulls all the air out of your house.
Yeah. So he's just sitting there hanging out, all of a sudden, and all of a sudden he had an 8-foot wide cattle tank, and he watched it go
by the window
through his yard. Wow. So what happened is when that garage blew in, the wind came in here. This window went and got sucked, and it ended up in the yard. Like literally, the whole frame got yanked out, and it went around the corner. Like so, when that happened, luckily none of this. But there's
little water damage.
This is where it's coming in from the roof. So we have no power still, by the way. So wind comes through. Look at this. Blew the door off. This door goes flying, hits the other door, and puts a hole in it.
Yeah. It blew the door.
It blew the door open, and then a bunch like there's dirt. It's kind of hard to tell this dirt. So all of a sudden, this is a funnel, and everything in my garage went into my house.
All the like loose stuff in the garage was in here.
It just come flying through the house.
That's so wild last night.
There's one broken window here. So the majority of the damage, we can't go out there because it's boarded up now, is this. This is my slider. Now gone. We boarded this up last night. So this porch had a concrete table. Yep. It's gone. My grill is gone.
The grill is by the pond.
Yeah, there's nothing left on this. There's nothing left on this. I'm gonna do my best to find security footage because I have a camera right here that points down.
Yeah, but like all this glass blew
it came
all
through here. I don't know. I can't even figure out why there's glass there, unless it just it literally went around there.
It's down here.
But like we swept it up last night, but there was glass all throughout the house. But like, I mean, look at the decorations.
There's a piece of glass on your coffee table right now.
Look at the decorations. They're totally fine.
Yeah.
Like that's what's crazy. They're like it came through, but it didn't knock this. This was here.
Yeah.
Tornadoes are like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, you had like a fake plant on your dining table where that window blew out, and the fake plant was sitting there, but the window was gone.
It just doesn't make sense. But yeah, I mean, dude, like when I was driving and saw my neighbors, I expected just to see this freaking chimney, and that's all there would be on the house. Like everything else is gone, and you just see a stone chimney. But it looks good. Like, yeah, but like other than that, totally fine. Bedrooms are totally fine. Basement is totally fine. Like out here's totally fine. Like,
you got some roof damage, but
yeah, roof damage. Yeah, so we'll show you down. So downstairs. So like I said earlier, I wasn't here. Jake was here. Brooklyn was here. Macy's parents were here, and they locked themselves. Well, unintentionally locked themselves. Yeah. But went in the gunroom. So by the way, gunroom looks like this now. Less suspicious.
Yeah,
right?
You got a book.
Hey, I added one book.
Yeah, two. One's the handle.
Did you read it?
No.
Okay.
So they were in here, and I mean, you were here, but what I understand is this. So this door is designed not to lock on itself. Okay, so you pull this. Okay, for those of you guys that are new, I'll show you real fast. So this goes into the hidden pew room. So this door does lock, but it wasn't locked. So this thing is supposed to shut, and this is supposed to keep it from locking yourself in there, right?
Yep.
So it was like this. So Jake was in there after the tornado. He says he got stuck. This thing, see the damage? Somehow there's wind in my house. There's no broken nothing.
There was enough wind in the house. We were holding on to the vault door because the wind was pulling it open.
This thing goes whoom, slams against there and locked them inside.
Yeah, we were stuck in there.
They were stuck. They called the neighbor come in.
Nate came down.
Yeah. So, but you're like, nothing's broke down here.
Yeah. Like all this.
There's no windows.
All this was where it was, but this whole thing was moved up against
that
the
thing
wall.
Slammed against them and locked them in the gunroom.
No sense.
It makes
I don't
no
know
sense.
how it makes sense at all.
Like there's look in here. There's nothing wrong. Like these are whatever. I don't know what these are, but they weigh nothing and they're sitting here.
Yeah.
There's not a single broken glass window door in here.
It sounded like we were outside. Like the wind, it was...
So it came through, went down that staircase, somehow whipped, and literally sent this table flying against that door and locked them in there. And they were locked in there. So he's like, they're like, we're locked in the gun safe. I'm like, I designed it so you don't get locked in. How are you locked in?
He's like,
the pin's supposed to catch it.
We went in and didn't even like lock the actual door. Doors.
Yeah.
We were like, whatever. And the wind was pulling it open, so we slammed it shut and locked it.
Yeah.
And we ended up unlocking it and like trying to open it, but yeah, we were stuck in there. Nate came down and had to pull all this off the wall.
So, I mean, I will say, even though the house was totally fine, I think you guys would have been definitely safe in there. Like, I don't regret
100%.
building that now.
No, that's a good thing.
We just need to not put this here.
No decor by the door.
I mean, we just need to open up the doors and fasten it to the wall.
So then they can't slide. So, Well, folks, that's the tour. The pond, I'll show you, there's not a ton there. I mean, the plane is not where the plane was supposed to be. Bush dreams are made of, the all L tree, none of it's where we put it. So
outside. It's
all, the big horse cattle tank we built, it's not in this county anymore, I don't think.
It's gone.
It's completely gone.
And the bushes that were on top of it are in the woods.
I don't do very good for the fish.
No, so we're gonna have to redo the pond. Good news, pond filled about a foot.
It did.
With the rain. So hey, on the bright side.
Catcher 3000 was catching a lot of water last night.
Yeah. So I mean, pond's filling, but unfortunately the structure is probably not structured. But we do have some. Actually, let me go show you this. On a good note, we do have some structure. Okay, I can't walk out because there's glass, but the pergola that I didn't like and contemplated structuring will now be structured
because it's broken.
Because it's gone.
It's on its side.
So we talked about, I'm like, should I take the pergola and make it structure? Yes. So we got two things out of it. We got a slightly more full pond, and we got pergola as structure. So with that being said, let's get to clean. It'd be nice to get this trailer out. Do we want to just try to pull it out? I mean, what's gonna happen? The building's not gonna fall over. I mean, I don't think anything's holding on to it. If we can just lay it flat, it'll let us get the trailer out. I don't know if that mini's gonna be strong enough, to be honest.
You might be able to put it up and drive into it. I don't know if it has enough power to drive into it.
Yeah. We're gonna drag this out of here and hope for the best.
Like up there and just kind of drive up into it so that you can get out and then just sit it down.
Let's try it. Right there. What do you think? Can we nudge it?
I'll pull forward a little bit.
How are you, man?
What's up, buddy?
Thanks for making the drive. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think you said you brought a saw?
Yeah.
You want to be on tree duty?
I got saw, four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler's got a winch on it so I can pull stuff out of the way.
Okay, so we got a ton of guys. We got a crew at the house right now working. Okay. We're working on this. We're not sure if we can lay the walls down. Yeah. There's 3 cars in there. So without insurance giving us the green light, we don't want to do it yet. But I'll have a crew. They can take you down, just hop in a side-by-side. And the animals have fence down. There's trees everywhere, so we can cut them up and button the fence back up is kind of the priority. So, Try to get this a little more. There it is. Just need Chris's strength.
We're gonna try to lift this, what used to be the shop, off of the gooseneck trailer. That way we can get the gooseneck trailer out and load it full of stuff so that we can get the stuff out of here now that there's no shop to keep it in. So this thing's not rated for this, but we'll see what we can do.
We'll see what happens.
Go sit Dylan.
I can't say I've done this before.
About all I got.
Alright, hang on.
I want to make sure there's no one in the building. Hey, Chris, you want to go make sure no one's in the building?
Yeah, let me do that real quick. Try to save some lives real quick.
She's at max capacity.
You good? No good? Chris? Good? How's it look? Good?
Flip those ramps up if you can.
That works surprisingly well.
Keep going a little bit.
I gotta pivot a little bit. I'm gonna get stuck.
Heads up, guys. I'm gonna sit this back down, or try to. Look out. We're free. Worked like a charm. Ralph's fence is broken. There is a bunch of trees. Right now, on their main corral area where we kind of keep them and feed them, I can count 4 big trees down on their fence, plus one of the barn. So we got the Mini down here. We got Buddy with the chainsaw here. We're gonna do our best to get these trees off the fence, off the road, so that way we can fix the fence so the animals don't escape, because we don't need Ralph halfway across the county. So stay tuned. Grapple that one and pull her out. Woo! Look at that. Now we'll probably drag this stuff out, and then we'll throw a loop up through there. Hook it back to the club. Yeah, that'll work.
Have you got hooks on the back?
Probably.
You probably want to keep your weight going that way.
Yeah.
Well, either way, your blade's going to be heavier.
Yeah.
I'd put this to the back, and then we'll hook up somewhere on the blade.
Yeah, you can just loop it around that blade. Just drive ahead.
Got enough gusto.
Yeah, just give her hell, huh?
We'll see if it works. If not, we might have to get like a 3/4 ton down here.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Start yanking on it.
Yeah.
I like that plan. We got the main trunk out of the way. Now we just gotta get all this brush off the road, and then we can get to the next one.
Alrighty, fellas. Time to move the shop.
Which corner would you grab it from? The top or the bottom?
Pinch it right in the middle where that motor's at.
Okay. I would definitely say no one stand there in case I end up knocking that wall down, because it's hung up right there. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I don't want to see you go splat either. You know, that wouldn't be fun. That wouldn't be fun.
You get a few whips out of me.
But you signed a waiver. All right, we're going then. It's hard to tell from here how far in I am. Keep going.
Back it out, straighten your arm.
I'm trying not to knock that wall down, but it's connected. Catching that boat a little bit. See if I get that piece out of the middle. Yeah, carefully.
Watch yourself.
We got the boat out. Now we gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Are we good? What do you think? What's your advice?
That's Gabe.
Gabe, you want to get in here, Gabe, and just get this over with? You want to do it?
As soon as the insurance guy calls, he gives us the green light. Everybody gets a turn. Well, what do we got next? Let's go. All right, Gabe, let's see it.
If you can reach.
Open the gate as I go.
Okay.
You got some trees?
Yeah. Yeah. I can open this one.
If you unchain that,
Yeah.
go that way.
Watch out.
Wow.
Throw you all the small pieces and you guys can just throw it in the ditch. Yeah, we can just cut this one up to get it off the fence, and we'll see what we can do to get the fence back up when it's super low, because we don't want the animals crossing, whether we just have to put a different piece there or what. But yeah, if you just want to start cutting in pieces, and we can start, I mean, it doesn't have to be out of the pen, it just needs to be off the fence. I guess I'll come back in here. There we go, that one's free.
All right, it's coming your way.
Decent, just cut that one off right there, and I think it should be good. Yeah, it was probably attached to the shed, so you can take it out. We can flip it on its side and carry it. Just leave it, laying it up against this. We'll take it. All right, we're catching one of the rabbits right here. I think we should be able to get it. Oh. This thing's faster than me. It'll come back. Thing's faster than me.
Got some Red Bulls?
Red Bulls, got some water.
I won't take them all. I'll just take a couple.
Cool. Yeah, take what you need, bro.
Necessities for the boys. Keep them moving.
Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it.
Nice meeting you.
Red Bull delivery.
Look at you.
Hey,
yes,
thanks.
Really
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Reed, nice to meet you guys.
Thank you, Austin. Nice to meet you.
There you go.
Thank you. I
Probably
need
been
it.
busy, huh? You guys take the case if you want.
No, it's
No,
all good.
no.
Yeah,
I got a whole pallet.
we'll be good.
Look at that.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, honestly.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Guys on each side in the middle, see how heavy it is. I don't think it's that heavy, but I could be wrong. We'll at least get it close to the fence. Deadlifting it over the fence might not be fun, but all right. Do we just want to lay it down? What do you think? I feel like we're gonna have to have other guys on like the other side, like hand off. All righty. I feel like we're an Amish crew right now moving a building. We'll just go right back, see if we can get it off the road right over there. All right, you can probably come out on this side so you don't get crushed. And come right to that corner. All right, everybody good? Yeah. They can bring a trailer down and just load it up. Easier than have to move Ralph. Jake can probably grab that.
She broke. Try again.
You can always go grab another panel and put it up. Oh, that might have done it. Definitely loosened up a little. It is jerky break time. Not really, we're fixing the fence, but it's always jerky time.
Or we'll just wire it to the fence and to this post.
I'll just pull as hard as I can this way.
All right, who's got the wire chunks?
I haven't been up here yet. Is it safe? Pretty sure there was supposed to be a support beam somewhere in this area. Sun feels good, I'll be honest though. Well, boys, we're in the loft. This is a rather strange sensation. This is what's left of the loft. See, now you get a pretty good angle here. So, kind of where we're at now is animals are taken care of, okay? I wouldn't say the shop's taken care of based off your guys' current view of it, but what we're nervous about is we're nervous about insurance, okay? Obviously, the stuff's insured. But if we start messing around with the excavator and then something gets more damage than it already is the insurance gonna go and blame me? Maybe. So what we did was we didn't touch anything. By the way, there's 3 cars, a skid loader, and a side-by-side under there right now. In case you're curious, that's what's under there. Pretty much the only valuable stuff is actually under there. We should have parked on this side. But, so we didn't want to mess with that because we don't want to damage the vehicles more than they actually are until we get clearance from somebody, maybe a professional shop undoer, okay? There's gotta be people out there for that, I assume. So we're basically at a stopping point in the shop until I get my insurance adjuster out here who can give me the green light to continue to unveil the surprises that are beneath the shop. We pretty much have to stop here. So the boat's gonna have to stay, 3 trucks are gonna have to stay, The skid loader's under there. All of those brand new Hawk blinds, there's 4 of them. Those are under there, probably not doing too hot. But we ended up slipping in, getting most of the tools out. We built a new workstation in my garage for the time being. But now we're loading up every truck and trailer that I've got, and we're hauling everything off site. We leased a building essentially. That's about the same size as this. We should be able to store everything in there. But we're not done. Like I said, animals are pretty much wrapped up. We're at a stopping point with the shop. But the 3-sided building, the Wasp Palace, if you will, that thing is demolished. The 2-car garage is demolished. We still have work to do. You guys stay tuned. About the decoy trailer?
No.
He thinks it got there. Oh, you're right there. He thinks it got there in one piece and then exploded. He said all the decoys are in one spot, so the thing in one piece went airborne and then hit a tree and
Imagine if you
blew
had a
up.
video of that.
Oh,
You gotta check your security.
I need the footage of that.
You ever seen Con Air where the guy's wrist gets stuck in the plane when it wrecks and then his arm's just hanging dangling because he fell off? Look at this right here.
What are you saying?
What are you talking about?
Remnants of the Ducks trailer. This is the Con Air guy. It just got stuck. And just
Wow.
good.
The good decoys.
God, who's gonna have to untangle all these?
They're tangle frees.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they aren't. Well, they're not tornado proof.
What's tangle free about that?
Some boom booms.
Really?
Yeah. You got a lighter?
I don't have a lighter.
Anybody got a lighter?
You're doing so many at once.
I don't know. Looks like fun.
Hey! What the hell?
You know Mike's just crapping himself up there right now.
You signed the waiver?
Yeah, I signed it and Mike signed it. That's what I'm concerned about.
Unreal.
Kind of fair.
Say, this has got to be the best advertisement for architecture I've ever seen.
Yeah,
considering all the neighbors' houses are pretty much gone, and then we're sitting here.
I don't know if we're lucky or we know what we're doing. I would take luck on
Luck,
that one.
yeah, I would agree.
But, you weren't here, so it was amazing the pressure that we were inside the house.
Yeah.
Everybody's ears were popping, and I heard glass breaking, which was my patio furniture going through my door, my window. When I looked out the window and just saw, well, first of all, the trees were going that direction, and then they turned around and came back.
Oh,
and that's when your barn
went to. Okay, I see that. Yeah.
Oh my God! How about
Crazy.
your everybody is okay?
Everyone's good. No one got hurt. That's all that matters. So.
Well, you got quite a posse here.
We got over 30 people.
Would you just say, hey, anybody looking for some
everyone started
entertainment?
texting me, so I said, come on down.
Oh man, yeah, good for you.
We'll give you some jerky.
I just don't know really where to start. Do you? Isn't it?
Right, we still have Nate's cars under there, Jamie's cars under there, Jake's truck's under there, my skid loader's under there, and a side-by-side still under there.
All that stuff.
It's all sitting under there right now still.
Yeah,
we can't get to it until the insurance adjuster comes and gives us an idea of what to do.
So we're up there working on Nate's house, your house.
Yeah.
I'm getting some tarps to cover the roof. Yeah.
Got it.
So you're okay? But
yeah.
There's a few trees leaning against it.
Yeah.
If we take pictures,
take as many photos as you can. That's what my insurance guy told me.
I'm gonna get out of here before you put me to work.
All right.
All right, there we go. Bump.
Now we got her. There we go. Cool. It's just cutting it into sections that are small enough he can grapple and get out.
Okay.
But to clear the road, you want to just dump them left or right of it?
Yeah, and we'll just make a pile or even 2 piles is fine, and then we can burn them or get rid of them, wood chip them later. But yeah, biggest thing is just making sure we have access through here, and then the power lines are down, so we'll just have to leave those for now.
You got a wood burning stove?
I don't. You got one? You need some firewood or what? Slip through that gap.
Okay.
Right where Colt's walking.
Okay.
Through there.
All right. What can we do?
Just still.
I know, right? Where do you start?
Feels like we've made a dent, and then it doesn't.
And then you look back and you're like, the trailer's in the trees. We haven't done anything yet. I guess let's look over here. I haven't been over here yet to see if there's anything worth saving. full day's work, boys. Had 30 people, and there's still 3 cars, 1 side by side, a boat, and a skid loader are still penned.
And 4 new deer blinds. And your phone.
Excuse me. That are still stuck in here. But now that, I wouldn't call it safe, but I feel after us moving it enough, like if it was gonna fall, it should have fallen. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think it's safe to go inside. Should we take a look?
Sure.
All right, so let's assess the damage on the inside, okay? Concrete pads looking okay. All right, that's good. Radiant heat, just put these suckers in.
Yeah, they're not doing heat anymore.
But I mean, like that thing's gotta be still fine, you think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just
to where you just rip it out. I mean, this
the tube's busted, but yeah.
So this is Nate's truck, Brad the builder's son, and it's actually supporting everything above me. So shout out to Chevy's suspension for not collapsing on me right now. But yeah, it's. And then we got Nate's fiance's car, and oh, look what we got here. Look what we got dangling. You see that? Can you see it?
Oh yeah, that's a nice
Yeesh. Like this is crazy that we're like sitting under the shop. Oh hey Skid. Hey,
the Skid.
I've been looking for you all day. You know what've been handy? You.
Yeah.
That would have been so great with the grapple.
Could have used a grapple today for sure.
Really could have used that grapple. So when Jake was working in here, and I called him and I said, listen.
This is a window from the wall.
Huh?
This used to be a window.
How you doing? No, you know what this is? It's attic. I was gonna say, it's the attic access. You're accessing it for sure.
There's no attic now.
When Jake was in here working, I was like, you know, you'll be fine. You know, just get in the skid.
If it gets windy.
Was I wrong?
Skid be fine.
I'd
be sitting right there.
Technically, I was right. Okay? So if you guys find yourself in a twister situation, get in the skid loader.
Don't do that. Go inside.
Well, if you can't go inside, get the skid loader. But I told Jake, I said, just get in the skid loader, hunker down, and then once I realized the tornado was literally going to hit my house, I was like, get inside and go to the gun room right now, which is exactly what he did. So, I was right, though.
I'd be fine.
Dude, you imagine? Dude, if you were like Snapchat and just, boom, Dutch trailer, you're just like, oh, God.
I would have.
Dude, that would have been the most insane. And then we got the little side by side.
Oh, flatty on the tire there.
I was gonna say she's
giving it a squat.
She's squatting real nice, like. Yep, she's squatting pretty dang good in here. But
hey, all our tree stands are fine.
Yeah, the tree stands actually look like they might have made it. We'll have to see. So
and the boat.
Like I said, we couldn't get the other boat out without this thing potentially collapsing. So we got to get insurance involved, obviously, before we start doing anything. But everything we did today was fine. Oh, my mower.
Oh, rip.
My push mower. Oh yeah, so then remember all the nice hunting hawk blinds?
Our new ones?
Honestly,
could be worse.
Honestly, some of them don't look like they're in terrible shape. We'll have to find out. But yeah, so the skid in the cars was so if we had nothing in it, it would have been nice and flat. See, we thought put everything in the building, keep it safe.
It'll be safe.
I'd be like, I know it was windy, and the Dux trailer quite literally picked up 25 foot, went about 400 yards, and then imploded on a tree. Okay, but I'm like, if a car was parked out front, would it have gone too? You think? I think a car is like another level.
Whitey definitely would.
Whitey would have taken off.
She's light.
Dude, it'd be perfect though if we could have parked them on the circle. So when they all blew, they all just went to the pond. You imagine the structure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So boys, this is
you got a lot of potential structure now.
Let's say we got unlimited structure at this point.
Anything in here structure now.
We got all the valuables out. We got it moved over to the new building. Still have all the vehicles buried. The skid loader's buried. And again, now we gotta wait for insurance guy to come out and kind of tell us what to do. Assess the damage. Now I gotta look forward to building another shop. That's not something. What'd you find?
This thing's not working.
Man, I knew that garage door guy didn't know what he was doing. What the heck?
Yeah.
Son of.
Just in case you need.
All right.
You don't need that.
I'll save a little bit of money on the next one. So we get to redesign the shop, I guess.
New color?
Maybe I want white. I don't know. What would you do? Would you do anything different?
Kitchen on this.
Maybe
side.
don't put a shop here in case another tornado comes by. I mean, what do you do? Build. I mean, I'm sure all the people are like, that's why you build it out of steel. I don't think you understand what we got hit with. It was EF5. I don't think it matters what brand of trusses there is. That sucker's gone. Okay.
This is 2x8s, and it's not where it's supposed to be.
How you doing?
What'd you find?
Safety first. Guys.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I probably should.
How do you do this thing? Is that how you put it on?
Yeah.
So if the Dux trailer got yeeted 800 yards in there, I don't know if steel trusses would have saved. But I'll shout out to Brad the Builder. My house is in really good shape compared to a lot of other people's. And his house is in the best shape in the neighborhood by far. Because he only lost like 2 windows. And he put a backup generator in. I kicked myself.
Yeah.
He goes, wire your house for a backup generator, you don't have to buy it. I was like, I'm not going to get a generator. What's it going to happen? Or a tornado? Whoa! God.
So yes, you're going to put one of those in now.
What do you odds happen twice? If it happens twice, we're going to the casino. I mean, I feel like we gotta do something with that. All right, if it happens twice, I don't know. Would you guys put a generator in? Would you not? But yeah, I mean, I talked to the power guy and I asked him when it'd be back on, and he just laughed and got back his truck. So, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's actually what he did. Yeah, I was like talking to him because they disconnected the shop because I don't want to, I don't want that. So I said disconnect the shop, and he goes, the house is dead, but the shop's dead, but your house is still alive. And I was like, oh, it's on. He goes, no, and just got back in his truck.
So you moving in with me or
so
what?
I don't have power, and he was just like, you're not getting power. Like he made it seem like you're pretty much done for. So
did I tell you yesterday before?
What about that solar panel?
Yeah, did you plug it in?
No, it's still out here.
We can hook that up.
Should we get the solar panel going?
Did I tell you yesterday when I was standing here, your shop got struck by lightning?
Did it really?
Oh yeah. Yes. The hair on my arm stood up and all the lights went off and then came back on like 2 minutes later.
So I don't know what the next episode is going to be, because I promise you what I was planning on doing, the next upload was not going to be.
We were going to go fishing. But
we were supposed to literally fish. I'll give it away. We're going to sneak into my old backyard pond. We're going to sneak in, slip in the back door, go dangle up, see Banjo get some bluegills, and that's what we're supposed to do today. And then
all the fishing stuff's now gone.
Wham! She's gone. So I don't know. What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see like play-by-plays? I mean, obviously you're going to get like I'm building a new shop in that backyard again.
Again.
Everything's again. We're going to have an again series. Let's go. Again. Building a shop again. Building animal barns again.
Getting
I like that.
A new camel again.
He's fine.
Ralph made it, unfortunately. Does he?
I feel like he needs a partner.
If you guys want to see the again series, let me know. And remember, all the information for the fundraiser that we're doing is linked down in the description down below. Support everybody. It's all going to go to the victims of this disaster. Not to me personally. I'm not taking anything. Everything is going to go to other victims. So link down in the description down below for all the details for that. We'll catch you next one, and peace.